Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. I haven't said that in a while, but let's jump right into it. So I've gotten a bunch of messages from a few of you asking, where have you been? What's going on? A couple different things. One, I've said this before. I think I said this in the last video or 2 videos ago. Every year, this time of year, May into about the end of June, second week of June to the end of June, is dead time on social media. It's when people are getting ready for high school graduations and proms and weddings and Father's Day and Mother's Day and all sorts of stuff. End of June going into July, around 4th of July, social media traffic picks up. Everything starts going. This being an election year, that's generally July and August. That is really kicking in full steam ahead. So there's a lot going on. So I've been taking that time and concentrating on the website the past week or so. It's only been about 6 days since I put a video up, but about the past week. And as some of you know, I had gotten COVID about a month ago now. And I was sick for about 4 or 5 days. It wasn't that big of a deal, but the after effect of it has been horrendous. Just the lack of energy, and it's been horrible. So I found out there was some other things going on. Hopefully I'm almost back to normal, but what a nightmare that's been. So anyway, that's where I've been. Other than that, not going anywhere. A lot of cool stuff coming up. June, more July is going to be big month. A new version of the bar tour that I've been planning forever. Just a bunch of stuff going on. So I wanted to touch on that. It being an election year, I definitely want people to get involved. Already there seems to be a big lack of excitement. And, you know, part of it is what has happened in this country with politics. You know, we're seeing how toxic it is that, you know, even here locally, you have city councilors that are not running for re-election, and I'm hearing varying different reasons on why. People that don't want to run for office, people that were considering running for mayor that don't want to run for mayor. I mean, just the bitterness of politics and what it's become. And then on top of it, in our community, the apathy from the voters. It's a combination of those two things that is confusing. So I hope, if anything, this year, people pay attention, get involved. And when I say get involved, go to 1 or 2 events for a candidate and then go vote. The extent of that might be an hour of your time for the whole year. I mean, really, but that's what I mean by get involved. Participate in the election process. I would love to see a 45 to 50% voter turnout for this municipal election. Probably not gonna happen. It's gonna be more the 35 to 40%, but I would love to see that. And there's so many things going on. You look at the market, you look at the economy, nobody knows what's happening. Nobody really knows what's happening. There's still a lot of fear in the banking sector. Recession is something that has been kicked around. And basically what happened was during that pandemic, the country went on a shopping spree, went spending, pulled out their credit cards and said, let's shop. Gave money everywhere. We spent so much money, it's unbelievable. Money we didn't have. It was pulling out the credit card is what the government did. Eventually, somebody's going to have to pay for that. But now, new numbers like today came out. Consumer debt is up to record high, 17 trillion. There's some red flag warnings going on out there. We're seeing locally our budget being discussed, and we're talking close to $206 million under this current mayor in the city of Pittsfield. I'm not putting my opinion in any of this, but under this current mayor, it's the largest increase in our city's budget by far. This year, another massive increase to put us up to about $206 million if it goes through, and I'm sure it will. And spending, and then we're expect big water and sewer rate hikes. Well, when you see that, it reminds me of one of our city councilors, Karen Kalinowski, who was begging for some of that ARPA funds. And for those of you, the few of you that probably don't know what the ARPA funds is, it's the American Rescue Plan Act. It was the $3.6 trillion stimulus round that Biden threw out there. I mean, unbelievable amount of money. We've never done anything like that. Pittsfield received just about 42 million of that. I think it was 41 and change. There were different things we could spend it on. Many communities in this country, because infrastructure is, especially in wastewater treatment infrastructure, is something that's lacking through this whole country. So many communities spent it on that, and there were stipulations on how you could spend this. But wastewater treatment was one that you could. Pittsfield opted to not use any of that money, as far as I know, for that. But now we're going to see massive rate hikes for everyone for wastewater treatment. There's so many big things on the table, and people have to get involved. And again, when I say get involved, vote. That's all you have to do is just vote. Please vote. Get involved by researching out a candidate and voting. Hopefully we'll see more names popping up for city council this year. Not sure if we will or not. Again, I've heard some rumors out there that I won't say names yet, but I've heard some people that will not be running. That might be some surprise announcements that just decided it's too stressful and putting too much on them. So I hope we see a turn in the tide for that. I hope we can get rid of the character assassination politics, or at least be a little bit cleaner here, because what we saw nationally the past few years, we saw a great reflection of that here locally with certain people. Our political system here got very, very nasty and dirty. So hopefully that chills enough where maybe some more people think about throwing their hat in the ring and running for city council, or running for some type of public office, running for city clerk, or running for mayor. So right now this year, as everyone knows, we have John Kroll and Peter Marchetti that are running. Both of them have been on the show. I'll be reaching them out to both of them again soon. Still a little early, a lot going on coming into ending the school season and all that, but soon. A lot of other stuff too, a lot of business promos, a lot of cool stuff like that coming up. So what else? Bird e-scooters. Again, I'm fascinated with this. They're holding on. They're somehow holding on. Their stock, I think today closed out somewhere around 10 cents or 11 cents. It's an anomaly, this company and this whole thing with them. And it's funny that a community like Pittsfield's going to be one of those last communities hanging on, like we're going to stay with them to the end. And, I tell people, look, it's not like we're going to lose money, the city of Pittsfield. my point with this is when the city is going to partner with certain companies, don't you want to be like cutting edge, making smart decisions, things that reflect, the community being advanced, I don't know. I just see this Bird e-scooter thing as one of those things that we're going to just hang on to, where this year I don't think people are talking about it as much. I know I'm not gonna. I'll be fascinated watching how the situation plays out, the end of it, which I think is right around the corner for the company. And it will be one of those lifetime movies because it's fascinating that this guy started this thing out of his garage in like 2015 or 2016 or whatever, and went to $1 billion in value, and with this whole rental thing for scooters. It's kind of crazy. The pet rock of the 70s, well, that's what the Bird e-scooter is to our generation. But anyway, that's that. What else? That's about it. That's all I got. So, but there will be a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of cool business promos, a lot of stuff like that. I'm feeling a lot better. It's more of I lost 22 pounds, which I wanted to lose some weight, just not that way. But I'll be back slowly. And again, kicking in as we get closer to going towards July. There'll still be a lot of stuff, but getting in towards the political stuff and all that coming into after school season's out. All right, so that's it for now. Everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And I know a lot of you asked for videos like this, which is flattering to me. So I'll catch y'all in the next, in the next day or two.